In this video, we will discuss the UK fiancé visa processing time in 2024. As an OISC-regulated UK immigration law firm that has helped more than 3,000 partners with their UK partner visa applications, we're very well placed to discuss this. In addition to discussing the standard fiancé visa processing time, we will also discuss the priority service and who may not be suitable for the priority service, when and how you can follow up on a fiancé visa application, the decision, as well as numerous other important things that you should know or expect about the fiancé visa processing time. The UK fiancé visa processing time in 2024 is currently 2 to 3 months on average. This figure is based on the many UK fiancé visa applications that we deal with every day of the week. The processing time generally starts when the applicant attends the biometric appointment at the visa centre and ends on the date that the Home Office decides the outcome of your application. Now, there are a few things that are worth discussing here. Firstly, the gov.uk website currently states that you should get a decision within 24 weeks, which is 6 months. However, it seems that it's just a matter of time until this gets updated back down to the 12 weeks figure. Secondly, the country the application was submitted from does not change the expected processing time. Thirdly, regardless of whether the gov.uk website lists a 12 or 24 week figure, this time frame is not a guarantee. So if your application takes longer than this, unfortunately this does not necessarily mean that you're entitled to a refund of the Home Office fees, nor does it mean that you can demand that the Home Office processes the visa application within this time frame. For an up-to-date account of the current processing times, based on the many fiancé visa applications that we deal with every day of the week, you may want to check our fiancé visa processing time article on our website, www.migrate.org.uk. Let's now discuss the priority service. The priority service reduces the expected processing time to 30 working days. This incurs an additional cost of £500 on average per applicant. When the priority service is available, this can be purchased at 3 different stages of the UK fiancé visa process. Firstly, in the past, partners used to be able to purchase the priority service on the Home Office fee payment page on the online application form. As of shooting this video, the priority service is not being offered here, but since the online application form is ever developing, I would not be surprised if it was available for purchase here later on in the year. Secondly, if it is not listed on the Home Office fee payment page on the online application form, if available, it will normally be available for purchase on either the TLS or VFS website. Thirdly, it sometimes can be purchased at the TLS or VFS centre during the applicant's visa centre appointment. We discussed TLS and VFS in our UK fiancé visa process YouTube video, but in short, TLS and VFS are commercial partners that work with the Home Office to facilitate the biometrics appointment and the submission of the documents. They each cover different parts of the world, and you can find out more information about the process by visiting vfsglobal.com and tlscontact.com. You will know which one covers the country the applicant is submitting their application from by visiting these 2 websites. Only one of the websites will allow you to select the country in which the application is being made from, which lists the UK as a destination. For example, here you can see that applications made from the US are processed with the help of VFS rather than TLS. It should also be noted that there are some circumstances where, even if the priority fee is paid, that you may not receive a decision within 30 working days. The circumstances can be found here. Notably, it states that if the applicant has previously had a UK visa refusal, the application may not be deemed straightforward and may therefore take longer than 30 days. For those who had a previous UK visa refusal overturned, it should be more likely than not for the priority service application to be decided within 30 days. Let's now discuss what you can do if your standard application is not decided within 3 months, or if your priority application is not decided within 30 working days. There are 3 main ways partners go about this. Firstly, by googling contact homeoffice.gov.uk and then contacting the Home Office that way. Alternatively, you may decide to contact the sponsor's local MP in the UK, which tends to be the most effective way. To find your local MP's contact details, you can Google Find Local MP in UK and then enter the name of the MP or the sponsor's postcode or location. Finally, for some partners, normally when they've exhausted the other options, complain to the Home Office. However, none of these methods are by no means guaranteed to help, as the Home Office does not guarantee application turnaround times. What about standard applications that have not exceeded the expected processing time? Well, for standard applications that have not exceeded the 3-month period and priority applications that have not exceeded the 30 working day period, if you contact the Home Office via the web form, contact your local MP or complain, your application is likely only going to be expedited if there are extremely compassionate or compelling circumstances, such as a medical emergency. Partners tend to find that this threshold is rather high, and the practical inconvenience of the application being processed later is not something that will normally suffice as a sufficient reason. Other commonly asked questions in relation to the fiancé visa processing time often arise when the applicants receive this email here. The first question that normally arises tends to be something along the lines of, "We have already submitted the supporting documents. Does this mean that they were not received?" And the answer is, not necessarily. If you've already submitted the supporting documentation, there is nothing further that you need to do when you receive this email. The second question is, does this email indicate what stage the processing is at? The answer here is also no, as this email is sent out rather sporadically. Based on the thousands of applications that we've been involved with, it's clear that the time that this was sent out has no indication as to when you should expect a decision. You will normally receive an email once the Fiance visa application has been processed. Depending on the email service provider, in particular Hotmail and Outlook email accounts, these can sometimes land in your spam or junk folder, so don't be afraid to check there every so often. Those granted a UK Fiance visa will normally find out the outcome of the Fiance visa application once the applicant's passport has been returned. If you've not already, you may wish to watch our Fiance visa process YouTube video as it's incredibly in-depth. If you found this video helpful and would like to see more of its kind, feel free to like the video, subscribe and let us know in the comments.